Welcome back everyone to a brand new and very much late video. I had meant to post and release this back in February for the festival, but didn't. Before I get into the details of the topic and the title of this video, I want to firstly say that this is the first time on the channel that I show the sketch process from the moment of creation to a fully finished piece. I wanted to show you all how much I was really struggling drawing everything out. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to my friend Rhea for helping me figure out the hand position. I don't think the drawing could have come out the way that it did without your help. I truly appreciate all your help in bouncing off ideas and critiques and feedback while I was working on this drawing. I will also link her YouTube channel down below if you guys want to check her out. While you guys watch me struggle, I want to get into the topic of the title to this vastly overdue video. Normally, in these narrated videos, I go into the details of my process, struggles, ideas, and vibes and techniques I use to make the artwork. Today, I will not be doing that. Instead, I want to give more of an update and have a chat, you and me, about the last few weeks. My patrons have gotten the scoop in its own post over on my Patreon account. While they haven't given me direct feedback, I am sure that they are sending good mojo and vibes my way. I do want to be transparent both to myself and by extension to all of you. Each single one of my subscribers deserves to know what is going on since you all are giving me your support in one way or another. So, what happened? The short of it is that I quit my day job because it was no longer serving me as a healthy workplace. I no longer felt comfortable with the treatment that I was getting, as well as feeling alienated within the office. I left a relatively well-paying job for being a very level entry day job, according to those in the office. For my own mental health and well-being. My last day of officially working at this museum was March 15th. I have been unemployed ever since, living off my last 2 paychecks and 1 commission work that a friend paid for. It hasn't really been sunshine and rainbows though. At the start of March, I got really emotionally triggered by a text to my phone on top of all the abuse that I was already receiving at my day job that sent me into a really bad spiral the entire month of March. If I'm being completely honest, I fed into the drama while I was also feeling extremely pissed, defiant, and also really disrespected. I also made it worse than it needed to be honest. A few more people got involved, and it is my hope that it's finally over. Unfortunately, that might not be the case. Who knows? I'm just hoping and praying that it's done. Those that have been here for a while will remember that a few videos ago I mentioned a really ugly falling out between me and a former person that really shook me to my core. It's that same person that sent me the text, and it's also that same person that left me with many insecurities with a few more added this time around, and it definitely killed the remaining energy I had during the month of March. Before I got that text, I was really only counting down the days until I left the museum on a good note, but that text brought out the worst of me. And I was really excited on quitting my day job because that meant I could finally enjoy the art studio that I have built for myself at home with the money that I have earned by myself. I had come to the conclusion that I truly cannot live without having the headspace, energy, and time to make art. I had a sense of relief in leaving a financially stable but very stressful job to being back at home with my parents in my own studio. I was excited to finally be able to create, make, stream, share my passions and hobbies with the vast internet and build up my audience to start living off my art. That is genuinely still my dream and the ideal lifestyle that I want for myself after I had closed that chapter of my life being in a corporate slave in a museum to the city that I currently live in. That text and the ensuing drama killed the drive that I had. The sense of peace that I had in coming out of the museum had been replaced by a suffocating anxiety, dread of being in online spaces and being perceived in online spaces, hyperventilating, and panic attacks with a dash of insomnia. I had entered into a deep depression, and survival mode kicked in, where I felt at any given moment my phone could ring or get a notification, and I dreaded being perceived by others. And if you can't tell by now, I suffer really bad and greatly from social anxiety and depression. It is currently April 14th at the time of handwriting the script, and also April 26th at the time of me recording this voice message or this voice over for the video. And it really wasn't until the middle of last week, or at the time April 4th to be specific, that I really started to come down from all the stress, anxiety, and this association going through the trauma again with the same person that I had the fallout with. Even as we are entering the middle part and closing part of April, it has been difficult to try to make anything creatively, and this frustrates me to absolutely no end. I am still generating ideas even as I'm waiting for all the yucky feelings to pass. So, that's where sort of I've been. And some of you may be asking, what are those yucky feelings? Well, some of them are insecurities that were implanted in me by that person, along with feelings of inadequacy, imposter syndrome, lack of confidence in myself and the things that I want to do, feelings of shame about the things that I like and how I interact with people around me. And my depressive episode spiral got me kind of in this weird position where I was venting to a friend, and this close friend got mad on my behalf, though also it hurt her seeing me hurt this bad. It got so bad that I was really questioning whether or not I should continue to pursue art and give up to find some dead-end job, or if I should continue fighting for myself and my dream in being an artist and creating artwork for the internet, the masses, and also for the high art spheres with galleries and museums and stuff. So how am I feeling now? To be honest, not well, but definitely a bit more stable than a few weeks ago. I'm a little bit more verbal, and my sleep is slowly regulating itself. To put it in perspective, because of how anxious I was with everything going on in March, I was only able to sleep 3 to 4 hours at a time, twice a day, and only when my body couldn't keep being awake anymore. I had to literally wait until I passed out to get some kind of sleep. And in my sleep, I would have nightmares. Right now, I'm able to sleep 6 to 7 hours straight without waking up, albeit I am falling asleep really late at 3:30 a.m. and waking up between 11 and 1 p.m. I'm no longer taking naps, so there is some progress made, but I also know and need to get my sleep habits back in order so I can be productive. I also know and have made the decision to seek professional help again and get therapy, so that's gonna happen soon. In that regard, some of you might be wondering, what are the next steps for me and the channel? For me, I'm happy to announce that I got accepted to a graduate program called Digital Media Studies at my former university. I plan to be going to therapy there while completing my master's degree. I have enough in my savings to cover for the first 2 semesters of the program, along with the car loan that I currently have, but I will be looking for a part-time job at the university to help pay off the remaining cost of my master's degree, as well as any other living expense. I don't really care how long it takes me to complete the degree, as long as I do complete it. I am hoping that this degree will give me the necessary skills to be able to set up the art shop and do proper PR for it to make it more successful. Since March 15, I have made the effort to just listen to my body and try to rest without self-judgment. The last 2 weeks alone have been really helpful in terms of helping my mental health. My aunts have been taking me out to touch grass, as people say. That is the sole reason that I've been able to write this script to the extent that I did. As well as still, like, see the sun and feel the wind and just be out of the house and out of my head for a hot second. And like I said earlier, I'm still generating ideas, and I haven't really stopped having images in my head of new pieces that I want to make. There is a backlog of videos I need to release too. However, I really don't know when those videos will be ready for viewing for both my patrons and people here on YouTube channel. If you are a paid patron, thank you so much for your continued support. My patrons know which videos, I think it's a total of 5 now, that are sitting in my video editing software waiting to be worked on, as well as what drawings I have left in a state of work in progress. I really don't want to give up the process of art making, at least not without a fight, as one friend told me. So I'm not really quitting making art altogether, though it is sucking a lot right now. I don't want the video to end on a bad note, so I will share this final thing before I do call it a day. A kind soul had told me in this art Discord that I'm a part of to do the following to just kind of help me out with my feelings. And they suggested the following. They suggested that I take a good long break, especially from art, and to try not to force myself to make something, right? Try to do fun things or relaxing things, and definitely get out of the house on a walk, maybe visit nature or places that I enjoy. Right now, the main focus should be for me to fill my head with enjoyable, fresh new things, and eventually the itch to create will come back, and I should be able to ease into it without the feelings of rejection associated with art right now. So right now, that's what I'm doing the most. I am taking my time in recovering and rediscovering the joy of things around me. So I am noticing that I'm gravitating towards playing older games on older consoles that bring me comfort out of nostalgia. And right now, the 3 main games that are getting my attention is Skies of Arcadia Legends for the GameCube, Ace Attorney Investigations for the DS, and Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World for the Wii. The GameCube, unfortunately, is slowly dying on me, and it's not reading discs appropriately. So I might just focus on the Wii and the DS for right now. And these 3 consoles are really the main comfort consoles that I have, because they make up a good part of my childhood and preteens, so it's bringing me a lot of comfort. As I slowly get mentally better, I will start to post more and more and show up in various online spaces, so fingers crossed that I do make it to that point. If you have made it this far, a huge thank you. 1, thank you for helping me out. 2, thank you for hearing me out. And 3, thank you if you do leave a comment. If you are a patron, thank you so much for your understanding and continued support. My patrons will get to see the first few things that I make and will be the first to be notified when something has been completed. I plan on posting on Patreon more as I continue to recover. I do plan on releasing stuff here eventually on YouTube, as well as the rest of the social media things with other stuff that I'm trying to work at. Though I do wish I could make a little bit of a backlog to post on Saturdays on a bi-weekly schedule to give me enough time to make and work on things, right? I really do want to be a full-time artist, and my paid patrons give me the hope and support in making this dream happen. If you, the viewer, wish to support me in the art journey, then please consider checking me out on Patreon. A lot of the links will be in the description below. My $5 tier is the best way to support me, as the tier gives you access to updates, a shout out at the end of the video, and early access to things posted. I also have a $1 tier as well, along with more expensive tiers, so you're free to check all of that out. If you are unable to support me via Patreon, do not worry. Just by giving the video a like, commenting, sharing, and subscribing helps me out a lot. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons, and a huge thank you for making it to the very end of the video. Again, this is not a goodbye, but it's more of a see you all later when my brain stops being so mean to me. I promise I will come back producing and releasing more videos and drawings once my brain stops giving me the bad brain juice, and I start making more of the good brain juice. I hope to be back very soon. Until then, I really do hope that you guys have a wonderful day, evening, weekend, weekday, whatever have you. And please do take care of yourselves just as much as I'm gonna try to take care of myself. Okay? Alrighty, I think I'm gonna call it from here. Thank you again, everybody, and thank you for my two patrons, Ulises and Richard. They have been here for the longest, and I really do appreciate their support and help. Alright, everybody, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!